Hello friends, today is a shop with me. We're going to be heading to two different stores, Walmart and Hobby Lobby. Up first, we're going to be going to Hobby Lobby to go check out all of their brand new picks that they have out for the Christmas season. Right now at Hobby Lobby, their Christmas picks are all 50% off. Friends, this is what I've been talking about all throughout this fall season, that while the Dollar Tree stems are going up to $1.75, you can go to Hobby Lobby and get something equal in price, but more substantial. Their pick aisle is filled with all kinds of different themes, colors, sizes, whatever you can possibly even imagine. Now that I'm back inside my craft room, let me show you all the different things that I have found. We're gonna start with the berries so that you can see the different sizes and the different textures, which are super beautiful. I'm gonna show you this very first pick. This reminds me of the size, maybe a little bit bigger, of a gumball. These are so beautiful, and I thought these could be used for reindeer noses for Rudolph. These can be used in wreaths. These can be used in the center of bows. So many fun possibilities with this large one. Now let me show you the next size down. You can see that this one is the larger size, and there's fewer of these round balls on them, but this one has a whole bunch. They are both shiny and beautiful marble red, and then you start to get down to the really skinny little ones. I would almost say this is the size of like a large pearl that you can get at the Dollar Tree. This one is red and white, again with that glazed marble look. And then we've got a pearl, and then they've got glitter. So they have all of these different options. Now let me tell you the price. This is $1.99, $1.99, $1.99, $2.99 because there's a lot more on this one and they're getting bigger. And then the largest one, this is $3.99. But friends, these are all 50% off. I would use this for several different craft projects. I would be popping the ball off and using this one piece versus the entire thing. So this is actually only $2. Do you get what I'm saying? This is $1, and look at all these beautiful pieces. This is cheaper than going to the Dollar Tree and purchasing their picks that they have there. So $1 versus $1.50, $1.75. This is a fantastic deal for these picks. So these are all the beaded ball picks. Now let me show you some more of the berry picks. They just keep coming. They had so many options with these. These are stunning. I actually put this on my Christmas tree every year. I love these picks so much. They have a beautiful glittery frost on it, and they do a pretty good job about not having the glitter go everywhere. I won't say that it doesn't come off completely. It does come off some, but I love this branch that it has on it with all of these berries. Isn't that so pretty? This pick is $4.99, but again, I wouldn't use this whole thing. I would cut off little pieces, like I would cut this whole piece off right here, and I would use that on a Christmas craft. They also have this pick, not just in red, but they have it in pink, a very soft, pretty pink. Isn't that so beautiful? I put these in my daughter's Christmas tree in her room because she has a pink tree. Why wouldn't she? She loves the color pink. This one, look at all of these berries. This would go forever. Plus it has some cute, beautiful leaves on it. And the berries can be popped off individually and used on Christmas ornaments. So if you tied a bow and you wanted to put a couple of these little wispy berries on there, that could be so cute. This would go for such a long stretch of craft projects. This one is a little bit more. This one was $6.99. Again, that comes down to $3.50. But friends, you could not buy this at the Dollar Tree for that price. They are charging $1.75 for a pick, and they're not as substantial as this. This one is less. This one's $3.99, and that's because this one has frost and glitter on it. It's got these pretty leaves on it. But again, I would use this pick for 3 or 4 different craft projects. This little guy, I think, is honestly the best bang for your buck. This guy is about the size of my palm. This guy is 99 cents, but 50% off. It has the most beautiful, shiny glazed berries, some leaves. Wouldn't this just be so pretty? Paired up with one of the Dollar Tree signs and a beautiful bow. I could see myself using this. And for 50 cents, you could not buy this again at the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna try not to say that a lot, but I am just so impressed. Go to Hobby Lobby to get their picks. Then we're gonna start getting into more of the greenery with the berries. And friends, I only picked the ones that I really wanted to bring home. There were so many more options. A whole giant aisle, top to bottom, filled with all of these beautiful picks. This one is $2.99, half off. I love the little loop up at the top. I think that's so cute, that little loop right there. I would totally use this in a floral arrangement in some kind of a container. And I just love the foam leaves. Yeah, that I almost forgot to say. The leaves are foam, and then you've got these berries that are more oblong. Now we have an even more substantial one. This is that super popular greenery that came out as the garlands about 2 years ago, and they put it on a pick. I was so excited when I saw this because I can trim off these little pieces. I mean, look at how pretty that is. So nice. The quality of it feels so nice. It's got these berries on a twig. It's got some pine cones. This one is $6.99. Now let's do a fun one. I love this one. This is the one my daughter was like trying to get her hair to sparkle. These are so cool because every single one of these coils has a wire in it. So you can stretch them out, compress them down, whatever you want to do for your decor piece. And again, these picks are meant for Christmas trees, but can you imagine using these on your crafts? I can. I think this would be so cool. This would go such a long way. This is $3.49, and I just think it's so cool. And it comes in a lot of different colors. I think white, blue, red, black. I went with green because I thought this would be so cute in a floral arrangement of some kind. This one has actual ornaments on it. This one is $3.99, but these ornament picks are so beautiful and unique. Look at that. I see so much possibility and potential to make with crafts. I love this piece, this golden fern on it. I love this Christmas tree. I just think this one is so cool. For the price, you can do so many cool things with this. Yeah, I came across this. This one was new for me this year. I didn't see this last year. This one is a darling golden pine cone. I plan on cutting this thing apart, clustered together with other greenery that you might put together on a wall decor piece. So many possibilities. This one was $1.49, so I think that comes down to what, 75 cents. Yeah, I didn't want to forget this one. I didn't put it with all the other berry ball ones that I had. This one is $2.99, but this is a pretty white one. It is not marbled shiny gloss. This one is just matted, but I think this one is so beautiful. I also use this in my Christmas tree every single year. I love this pick. I have so many of them out in my Christmas decor area in my garage. Okay, and now we're moving on to this darling. This one took my breath away. I love the muted sage green. I love the frosted pine cones and the detailing of these greenery being wrapped around the wire. This one looked so realistic to me, and I thought it was totally worth the price. This one is $2.99, 50% off, and it has this sugar glitter over the top of it. Again, this took my breath away. I thought this one was gorgeous. I picked up, I think, 3 of these because I wanted to make sure I got to make lots of crafts with this. So you will be seeing this one a lot. I love this one so much. All right, let's move on to the frosted, silvery, a little bit of gold glitter. I love this one. In fact, my daughter found this one. She picked it up and said, "Oh, Mom, you have to get this one." I think this would be the coolest thing if I were to cut this and make them antlers on some kind of a reindeer craft that I'm making. I think it would be so cute. This one is only 99 cents, so 50 cents with it being half off. It has these cool crystal shiny specks all over it. And this is not one that's covered really in glitter. So if you're wanting to avoid glitter, this is a good one. This is another one that I also put on my Christmas trees and in wreaths around my home. I think they look like tiny frozen water droplets. I have used this pick for years. This is one of the popular ones that Hobby Lobby carries. They carry it every single year. And I just adore it. Now you can cut it and use it with the wire, or you can cut it free and use these little crystals by themselves. Put them in the center of flowers. So gorgeous. This one is $3.99, so $2. But look at how many of these crystal water drops, and you get them in a larger size. So look at this. Hold on. Look at the bigger one versus the smaller one. Can you see them? I'll get it closer for you. You see how they're different in size? They have different sized little water droplets on here. I love this pick. It's so beautiful. This is one that is new to me this year too. I did not see this last year, and maybe I just missed it. This one is $2.99, but look at all of these leaves that are on here. They are so cool. And look, I could just slide it straight out. It's that easy to take these apart. I don't even need my wire cutters. Look at that. Wouldn't that be so gorgeous on a wreath craft or paired together with a pretty bow? Oh, friends, I am so excited that I'm moving on to Christmas. Are you all excited? Because I am so excited. Are you crafting for Christmas? I'm very curious. What is that called when the frost lands over all of the branches and it looks like ice? Not icicles, but just covered in ice. I feel like there's a name for it. I had never seen that growing up in California, and when we moved to Missouri, I saw that on our tree out at the front of our house, and I like started to cry. It was the prettiest thing I had ever seen. This kind of reminds me of that when the frost settles over all the branches, and it's just gorgeous. It's the prettiest thing. If you've never seen it, or you have seen it and you know the name of it, let me know, because I forgot what it's called. I feel like there's a name for it. It's like the dew settles on the branches, but this totally reminds me of that. Now we're going to move on to these different types of berry. I wouldn't even say, well, yeah, they're berries. They're berries. But they have these in all kinds of different colors. So I've got it in gold and white with glitter, and then blue with glitter. I am going to do some blue, but I don't do too much blue here on my craft channel. I really do primarily stick to the traditional Christmas colors of greens and reds and neutrals. But this is so adorable. Again, it can be used as antlers. It can be used in floral arrangements. Friends, the possibilities are endless with these. These ones are $2.99. Well, this one's $2.99. This one $2.99, and this one, $2.99. Okay, so they're all $2.99, but again, that's only $1.50. This is so much prettier. I love Dollar Tree florals, I do, but they're charging $1.75. This is cheaper at $1.50 if you get them 50% off when you go. And I think they're staying all 50% off for the rest of the fall and Christmas season. I think that's what they're keeping it at, but isn't that so cool? And then now listen, if you don't like glitter, this is not for you, but I thought these were so pretty. This is $2.99. It is a gorgeous, thick sugar glitter pick. This reminds me of all of the Christmas ornaments I grew up with, where you would see the famous deer that Rudolph, they had that cute, very popular deer. This thick sugar glitter being caked on the plastic like this reminds me of those ornaments, and I plan on doing some really cool vintage ornaments with this. I think this is so pretty. But again, if you don't like glitter, this is not for you. Can you say hi? The camera's up high, but this is Comet. He's my crafting buddy. He comes and hangs out with me here in my craft room whenever I'm doing stuff. And sometimes I'm wiggling things up here and he just decides to jump up and visit. Here are two other pick and ornament that they had at Hobby Lobby. This one is $3.99, and that's a lot, I know, for a pick, but again, 50% off. I am planning on popping off these individually and using these for all sorts of different crafts. This is 3 craft projects. When I look at this, I always look at 3 different craft projects. So $3.99, you know, it goes down to $2, but these are so pretty. I cannot wait to use this big swirly one. I had something in mind. You'll have to wait and see. And then look at all of these little peppermint candies. Again, I'm going to use these like crazy in the center of bows, all over the place in crafts, because I just think they're so cute. This one is $6.99. It's a little bit more, but I love the size of these, how big they are, and I just thought I would share it because they're so cute. Look at that. Funny thing, I don't like peppermint candy, not at all, and neither does my daughter. We both are not a fan of it. But I sure do love their little swirly pattern. I think that's adorable. Okay, let's move on to the ribbon, because friends, I love ribbon. I love ribbon so much. I'm gonna start with the biggest one because I just think it's a showstopper. I definitely splurged a little bit on this one. This one was $19.99, so I got it for $10. But I want you to see how gorgeous this ribbon is. It is a velvet ribbon with all of that sequins on it, and then this gold border. It's got wire in it, so you can tie bows really nicely. I'm planning on putting this on a wreath. I'm planning on wrapping this around a cute box, and you end up getting so much of it. And I just think sometimes it's nice to splurge on 1 or 2 nice little things. I'm looking to see how long. It says that this is 18 feet and the width is 4 inches wide. Isn't that so pretty? I'm really excited about this ribbon. First time I've seen this one, and they had this in a green, and I feel like in a white. I can't remember, but the red caught my eye. Oh, this, I could do this with Santa projects. So pretty. This one, I love a good polka dot. Love a good polka dot. I think this ribbon is so charming and so sweet. They have it in a small 1 inch, a 2 inch, and I think a 4 inch or a 3 inch, can't remember. But again, it's wired, so you can scrunch it up however you need to. Scrunch it, that's one of those words that I use here, and I'm like, does anyone else say scrunch it, scrunch it? But this one was $4.99, 50% off. And again, you get so, look at all that. Look at all that ribbon on here. So beautiful. All of this ribbon, there's 30 feet of it. So $2.50, and the Dollar Tree is selling their ribbons. I think their ribbons are like $3 now or $4 for the thicker ribbon, the nice ribbon, the ones that they put in the Dollar Plus section. I know they have ribbon that's in their craft section that's $1.50 still, but anytime they bring in the nicer ribbon, they put that inside of the Dollar Plus section. So you get a lot of ribbon and so cute. Okay, next one. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. This one says Merry Christmas. I am planning on using this in so many different ways. You can cut it and add it to cards and gift tags. You can take it and tie it into a bow. You can cut it with a little dovetail right here and tuck it behind some greenery. So many cool things. This one is $4.99 and it has 1 inch wide, 30 feet long. This one, oh, again, I saw this one and I gasped because I really love vintage Christmas things. So this one says Merry Christmas as well. What is so cute is that it looks like it's cross-stitched onto the ribbon. Isn't that adorable? Yes, please. This one is $4.99, 1 inch, 30 feet long, and yep, it does have wire in it too. It almost felt like it didn't have wire in it, but they concealed it really well. So look at how pretty that is. This ribbon is going to go a long way. I'm going to be able to use this for years and years and years. I saw this one. It is so hard for me to find green ribbon that I really love, but I saw this ribbon and they had it in a whole bunch of different sizes. The width of the ribbon was in different sizes. When I start talking on here for a long time, you guys, I reveal that I actually have a speech impediment. I actually have one. When I was a kid, I worked really hard to not have that anymore, but it comes with being dyslexic. So anyway, I found this beautiful green ribbon that has a plaid on it, and it can be as well pinched and shaped however you need. There's a nice thin wire inside of it. $4.99, half off, so cute. I love this one. This one is a cord, a little twisted cord of gold. This one is $2.99. This one is 0.06 inches for the width and then 30 feet long. So this one gives you a whole bunch, and you can use this for ornaments, like to tie them and hang them up really beautifully. You can use this to wrap around and give it that farmhouse look where things are coiled and then tied with a cute bow. I have a lot of ideas for this. I use stuff like this all the time in my craft room. If you've been watching for a while, you'll know that. I was so excited because I have not been able to find this thin ribbon at the Dollar Tree for some time. I don't know who keeps buying it out there, but they keep taking my ribbon. No, I act like I own the store. I do not own the store. But sometimes you know how you go to the ribbon section, or you just go anywhere in the store and you're like, I'm gonna go find this thing, and they're all gone. They're all sold out. I'm like, who bought 85 of these things? I just need one. Well, that was the case with this thin ribbon. They had this pack for $4.99. and each one is 30 feet long. I use this ribbon all the time to tie cute tiny little bows when I'm making ornaments, and I love that they had the doubled up red, the green, and the white. The white is what I'm always trying to find at the Dollar Tree, and it's always been sold out like this whole year. What is happening? But they basically have these 4 colors, and fantastic deal. $250 for all of this. What a great deal. I was so excited about this that they had all those colors. Okay, this one was kind of whimsy. Couldn't help myself. I had to get this one. I love this one. This one's $4.99. Can I figure out how it opens? Hold on. This is like a puzzle. I figured it out. Okay, $4.99. Look at this. Isn't that so fun? I mean, I think it's so fun. Do you think it's so fun? I love holly berries. Our very first home that we owned here in Missouri, there was a hollyberry tree that was right next to my house. And I had never seen a hollyberry tree at Christmas time. And we lived there for about 6 months, and then the hollyberry tree came to life. All the berries plumped up. There were birds always all over that thing, but the leaves look just like this. And I don't know, I've just always really loved hollyberries quite a bit. So I'm gonna cut this all up in different ways and just, I mean, look at how cute. Look at how cute. Let me just show you. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just show you. I'm going to cut these up, okay? And let's just say I were to bring these together, okay? Hold on a second. Hold on. We're doing this live. Not really. But look how cute it would be to tie that up like that. Do you see that? Look at how sweet. And then, hold on a second. Let me, hold on. Let's just keep this going. Why not? I mean, Heidi can't help herself sometimes. Just to convince you guys that this ribbon was worth my money. Was it worth my money? Yes, I'm going to say that it was. Man, sometimes these are so hard to cut open. Do you all struggle with this too? Come on, plastic. Don't make me look bad on film, on camera. Okay, look at this. Hold on, hold on. I could have just used the red. Why am I complicating my life? Because I like to craft and I've got to do it the right way. Okay, so look, just imagine this, okay? Hold on, hold on, hold on. My cat likes to chew on plastic bags. If you hear crinkling in the background, I kicked Comet off the table so I can get back to work. And now he's over there munching around on the picks. He's very naughty like that. Okay, so look. Imagine that, okay? Look at that. Hold on, I gotta get a button. Hold on. You guys know me with my buttons. Okay, I'm back with my buttons. Hold on, gotta slide it in. Okay, now imagine this with a tiny little button. I gotta dig down low. You know how the buttons push down far? The little, oh, I found one. I found one. Look at this. Hold on. Hold on, let's see if I can balance it. I'm not going to glue it yet because I'm not ready to make that commitment. Maybe I might have to for you all. But look at this tiny, we'll rest it right there. Look at that tiny little bow with that tiny little button. Hold on. Let me zoom it in. You're going to hear my chair squeaking and everything. What am I doing today, you guys? Look at that. Isn't that so sweet? So this is what I'm envisioning with this ribbon. I think that this is going to be so cute to make into all sorts of things. Look at that. It would take me forever to cut that out with felt. This is totally worth it. $2.50 for such cute ribbon. This would take me forever to make. I'm convinced. Now up next, we're going to head to Walmart to check out all their Christmas stuff. I know that everyone's going crazy over the Farmhouse Texas decor. I can't remember what it's called. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Someone pop it in the comments below what that collection is called. I know everyone's going berserk over that, and it's beautiful stuff. But I went there to check out their ornaments because they have good deals for their ornaments. So here I am with my bag. Haven't even taken them out yet. But I wanted to show you a couple of their ornaments that they had that I thought were really cute. All right. The first one was this metal bow. I love this metal bow. Now, if you follow trends, you will know that bows, metal bows, are super popular. Super, super popular. And this is the thing about these metal bows. Studio McGee, oh, you just heard my dog sneeze. I don't know if you picked that up on the camera, but she's hanging out in here with me too in the craft room. All the animals go wherever I go. So you're going to hear them sometimes in the background when I do these videos like this. Anyway, Studio McGee, Nyla, that's enough. They can hear you. She's stretching. Did you hear her grunting? Okay. Studio McGee made a beautiful metal bow last year and everyone went crazy over it and it sold out. Well, this year, Walmart came out with this ornament that's a metal bow, but it's red. And you can spray paint this gold if you wanted to. You can spray paint it whatever color you want. You could even leaf gold this. But this is gonna be so cute. Either on the top of a Christmas tree because you can zip tie it onto a Christmas tree, or you can put it on a gorgeous wreath. So many cool things you can do other than just hanging it up like an ornament. This is one of my favorite ornaments they have every year at Walmart. I put these on my Christmas tree because I think they're so cute. You cannot really open it, it would break the top, but I'm gonna turn this into a darling decor piece that is gonna be so easy to recreate for all of you, and it is gonna be so cute. I cannot wait to use this ornament. I believe their ornaments are all $2.14. I think that's what it is. I'm gonna pop it on the screen so you can see. Then I found these, oh my word. Look at these gorgeous snowflakes. Again, I know they're a little bit more, and I know they have snowflakes at the Dollar Tree, but these were so pretty, and I have big plans for these. They're just picking up so much light in my room. I don't know if it's reflecting for you all the way it is for me, but they're so gorgeous. So, found those. Oh, look, I bought two because I couldn't help myself. All right, and then they had this bigger jolly fellow. He is so cute. I'm gonna turn it into a very cute decor piece. This one was a little bit more. I think these ones were $4. I think they were $4, I think. And that is a little bit pricey, but if I tried to make this, look at how much work is on that. It's so cute. I'm gonna turn this into something really, really charming. All right, friends, that wraps up this video. I hope you were entertained with these fun new finds that I picked up from Hobby Lobby and Walmart. Head to their stores, take advantage of those fun 50% off sales. I love them. They are so worth a crafter's time, especially when you're doing things on a budget and you want to make beautiful things for your home. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below to let me know if you think you're gonna go ahead to Hobby Lobby and pick up some of these picks at 50% off. I'm so grateful you all stopped in with me today. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. I've got another video for you all. Thank you so much for visiting with me today, and until the next episode, bye friends.